Following the breaking news out of Montgomery County, where we're told there was an officer-involved shooting, there's a press conference happening live. Let's listen in.
Lost Knife Road. They responded for a weapons complaint. The caller identified through our emergency communications center that there was an adult male at the bus stop who was loading a gun. As officers arrived on scene, they identified the suspect. As they approached, the suspect took actions which forced the officers to discharge their service weapons, fatally wounding and killing the man involved. A handgun was recovered on the scene. We are fortunate no officers and no bystanders were injured during the totality of the event. However, we do want to acknowledge that this is a traumatic event for officers, for the community, and for everybody else in general. Before continuing, it is incredibly important that I do continue to acknowledge the fact that we thank the community for their patience and cooperation, the community for their assistance in witnessing, their assistance in helping us as we continue our investigation, as we continue forward. But also, a person has lost their lives tonight. We want to extend our deepest sympathies to the family involved. We want to extend our sympathies to their loved ones, to their friends, and they are receiving devastating news this evening. We have to acknowledge that that's the case, and we ask for privacy and respect to be extended to the family and those that are involved in the incident. This was also a traumatic incident for officers that were involved. We are very fortunate that they have no physical injuries, but we recognize that there is a mental toll that takes effect on anybody involved in this type of incident, to include dispatchers and all first responders, as well as members of this community. The circumstances of the shooting will be turned over per Maryland law to the Office of the Attorney General, the Independent Investigations Division, who has been on scene at this time, collecting evidence, discussing with witnesses, canvassing, and determining the next step forwards throughout the course of the investigation. If there are any questions that are regarding the investigation or follow-up information, that will continue to be produced and put out by the Office of the Attorney General, Independent Investigations Division.
Are you able
Yes.
to specify, I know you said the subject took actions, did he point a gun, did he fire his weapon, what led up immediately to the
Yes, thank you for asking. The question was what led up to the immediacy of the situation. At this point in time, we don't have the information available for that. This is an active investigation, and we are in the very early stages of determining the very precise actions that both our officers and the suspect took in this instance. Yes, sir.
Can you say at this point how many officers fired their weapons, how many rounds were fired at the suspect?
We know that there were several officers from both Montgomery County Department of Police and from the Gaithersburg City Department of Police that did discharge their service firearms. We cannot get into how many at that point in time until the investigation continues a little bit further down the road to include the number of rounds.
Just a quick follow-up on that, sir. Can you say how many times the victim was struck?
We cannot at this time. That will have to be once we continue going through the course of the investigation.
You said he was loading his gun in a bus stop. Was he pointing it at other folks or folks at the bus stop?
The preliminary information that we had described the suspect in general, stating that he was at the bus stop displaying a firearm and loading it with ammunition. So as officers continued to arrive on scene, they observed the suspect that matched the call from the Emergency Communications Center, and they continued to make contact with that suspect, which led, unfortunately, to the circumstances we're here tonight about.
We're seeing a lot of people gathered out here. This happened pretty early at night. Some people saying there were children out here, families. Is there anything you want to talk about, the safety of everyone that was around here at that time?
Thank you. One of the priorities of the officers as they arrived on scene was understanding that this was a busy shopping center. It continues to be, even during the late hours of the night. We can see that there are members of the community who are involved, who are interested in the outcome of this incident. During that time, officers had dual responsibilities. Their responsibilities were to the subject, who we received emergency communications about, and to making sure that the area, the community, and the shopping center were clear and safe for anybody else who was passing through.
How much time, elapsed between officers getting here and then firing at the suspect?
Since receiving the emergency call, officers were on scene within 5 minutes of that call. Officers began attempts at de-escalation for a series of minutes in order to make sure that we had the most peaceful outcome as a result of this. Not at this time, not with exact certainty. At this point, we are making sure that the officers are safe. We are making sure that they are administrative leave throughout the course of the investigation. Okay, and we have time for one more question. While we can't get into the exact criteria, the exact circumstances of the stabbing for the community for this event right now, we can say that this is an isolated event. We don't foresee that there are any outstanding suspects. We believe that we are taking, with partnership of the Gaithersburg City Police Department and Montgomery County Department of Police, taking appropriate proactive steps within the community to establish and create relationships, make sure that individuals feel safe when they're either in their homes, when they're commuting, or when they're in shopping centers in general. So, I'm sorry that we still have to work through the investigation as to the initial purposes of the suspect's actions. We're working through that, and that as we receive greater information, we'll be sure to put that out with the assistance of, or relay that to the officer of the Attorney General. But I'm sorry, I apologize. But we'll take this last question. This is going to be.
Any bystanders at the bus stop? Was anybody else in danger public-wise?
This is a busy shopping center. One of the officers definitely wanted to make sure that we continue to make this area safe. And so what I'd like to say, just to close this out, is we are very grateful to our media friends, to the community, to those who are fortunately going to come forward as witnesses as well, knowing that there's individuals in this area. We're grateful for the support that you can provide to the police departments and understanding that the officers and the family of the individuals are in our thoughts and prayers, and we really hope that there's a successful outcome. So we thank you for being gathered tonight. We're unsure at this time.
Montgomery County